Today, we explore some Chapter 1 locations that have returned in Fortnite Chapter 3. Welcome back, my friends, to another Fortnite video here on the channel. If you do enjoy this one, be sure to drop it a like so more people can see it. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss any future videos. And if you guys do want to support me as a creator, be sure to use code JSkeleton in the item shop. You don't have to, but if you do, please let me know so I give you guys a huge thank you. So we're going to jump into this. If I miss anything, let me know in the comment section below. I've been exploring the map all day, and I got a bunch of them compiled together. So without further ado, let's jump into this. So we're going to start with a couple that I'm not actually 100% sure if it's the exact locations from Chapter 1, but this one right here, it's a POI and it is called Power Tower, and it kind of reminds me of the electrical tower location, whatever you want to call it, that was between Wailing and Lonely Lodge and kind of like that crates area. I can't remember what it was called. It wasn't really a named location on the map, but if you guys know what I mean, it was more between Wailing and that crates area. Actually, Wailing was that way, Lonely would have been that way, and then the crates would have been that way. If you know what I mean, right? I'm pretty sure this is the same power plant. I know it's just a power plant, and we've seen many of them throughout the seasons and chapters, but I'm pretty sure this is the exact one. If it's not, well, again, I'm not 100% sure, but I want to include it just in case. Also, this is where you can find it right on the map. It's going to be right here, kind of towards the bottom-ish location right there. Next up, we have kind of like a two birds, one stone. There's a maze right here, and if you look at it with the four trees on the corners, it kind of looks like Wailing, right? If you guys remember the maze of Wailing, and then right here in the center would have been where the treehouse was. It's not exact, but it kind of looks like it's definitely influenced by it. I would say for sure it's at least, you know, again, influenced by the old maze, but I don't know if it's I don't know how close it is actually, but it kind of reminded me of that location, and so I wanted to show it to you guys. The next one right here, again, it's not really up to par, but it's this mansion. It's right kind of all in the same area. You can see right here, right, is where I am, kind of in the north section. It's kind of right here, and I feel like this kind of reminds me a little bit of the similar outlay of Iron Man's mansion. If you guys remember, that was kind of later, obviously, in the game, but it kind of seems reminiscent of it to some extent to me. I don't know. Maybe, again, this is one that I could be wrong. Like I said, we're starting with a couple that I'm a little bit unsure of. You can kind of see a little bit of the outlay right here. So I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know what you think in the comments below. But again, I want to include that just in case. All right, so I was going to save the named locations for last, but since we're close by, let's do Shifty. So Shifty Shafts has returned. There's kind of like this other area a little bit north of Shifty. You can see exactly where Shifty is. It's in the north area, just south of where we were a second ago at that mansion. And again, the actual area of Shifty Shafts is right here. It's Shifty. I mean, what is there to really say? It's Shifty Shafts. A little bit. Some of it looks a little bit different, the way it's kind of, the outlay of it a little bit, but it's essentially Shifty. I have someone here. All right, let's do a quick little tour of this while we try to run away from this person. Let's try to take a look at Shifty to the best of our ability. Now, obviously, there's a bunch of building here. A lot of people have come to fight and drop in here, but it's Shifty. You know, like I said, some of it looks a little bit different, slightly. I think for the most part, it's pretty much the same. I mean, it's been a minute, obviously, since we've had Shifty in the game, so keep that in mind. But yeah, so Shifty Shafts returning from Chapter 1, and I think there's going to be other locations that are going to return as well, which is pretty exciting stuff. This one here is just going to be more of an honorable mention, which is Rocky Reels, which you can find right here on the map, and it's kind of reminiscent of Risky Reels, which of course we had in Chapter 2, but the first variation was, of course, introduced in Chapter 1. So again, you know, different kind of variation of the theater area, right? This one being Rocky Reels, set kind of more in the canyon area. But again, figured we'd mention this one because, again, Risky Reels being first introduced in Fortnite Chapter 1, still in Chapter 3. So yeah, Risky Reels, or not Risky Reels, it's called Rocky Reels now. It's basically risky with a little bit of a different kind of twist. Next up, we have Sunny Steps, which you can find northeast of the Daily Bugle here. Oh, I kind of messed up my drop. But Sunny Steps, of course, being introduced a little bit later in Chapter 1, not initially there at the start. It looks exactly as you remember it. The only thing I don't get is why it's not actually named on the map. Some of these POIs are just they're just that. They're just points of interest, and they're not actually named locations. So I feel like this should be definitely, out of all of them, my aim sucks. Out of all of them, I feel like this one should definitely be named. For whatever reason, they chose not to name this one. But again, it's a pretty major location, so kind of odd. But not really a lot to say. It's Sunny Steps. Let's just take a quick, I guess, little look at it really fast. Yeah, just like I remember it, just like you probably remember it. Outlay is probably slightly different, just like some of the other locations, but for the most part, it's pretty similar. So this is Sunny Steps from Chapter 1, returning in Chapter 3. Next up, we have the return of Greasy Grove right here in the southwest. You can see it right here. Greasy Grove, as you remember it. It pretty much looks like Greasy. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's Greasy Grove. We got the taco place here, if I can even get in through the door here, and all that good stuff. I mean, like I said, with all the other places, I don't know really what else to say about these locations, except the fact that it's really cool that we're getting all of these different Chapter 1 areas returning in Chapter 3. And like I said, I would expect there to be more locations even beyond this that return as the first of all, as season 1 progresses, and as as Chapter 3 progresses as well. I think we're gonna get more and more and more, you know, POIs and locations from Chapter 1, because they know the players love these different locations, and so I would expect them to add more. So again, this is Greasy Grove. Let me know what you guys think. Is it how you remember it? Did you even play back in the day when Greasy Grove was a thing? Or have you jumped into the game, you know, kind of later since then? Let me know. So for this next one, I'm going to be starting it over here so you guys can kind of get a little bit of a bird's eye view. So there's someone there, but this is where it is on the location, or on the map rather. And if you can see, there's a guy there. There's a bunch of snow here, right? There's enough snow here, enough mountains of snow here for a whole city, a whole town to be buried underneath it. You would almost say a whole town of tilted towers, right? Let me kill these wolves here, and I'm gonna make my way over there. So right here, this one right here that you can see that the chest is sitting on top of, this is definitely the tower. There's no doubt about it. You can see these roofs over here, these kind of square ice, I guess icicles, ice cubes, whatever you want to call them. They're big enough to basically be the main roofs in the middle, right? So you'd have the tower here, and then if you guys remember the kind of the main big middle area that had a huge roof, right? And it had windows in it, that would be this one right here. Right, perfect location across from the you know, the clock tower over there, and then all of the other towers in Tilted. This is definitely going to melt as the season progresses. I don't know if it's going to be season 1. It might not come till season 2 of Chapter 3, but at some point this snow is going to melt, because you can see actually right here, all this snow, this is ice. This snow right here is clearly just snow, and it's not actually, you know, dirt or anything, or earth, because this RV is buried in the snow. And some of these trees, you can only see like the tip of the tree, like right here, right? Look how low this tree is going to go down into the snow. So we know for sure that there's stuff buried under here, and just by the outlay of these buildings and or these ice cubes rather, they look like the buildings from Tilted. Again, this looking exactly like the clock tower, and even having the chest on the top, just like Tilted Tower's clock tower has, right? Reminiscent of all that. So again, I'm 100% sure. I don't have a doubt in my mind. That's how confident I am that this is Tilted Towers. It's going to melt. We're going to get tilted, and it's going to be pretty freaking epic, if I do say so myself. Well, my friends, this is how we are going to conclude it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I missed any Chapter 1 locations, please do let me know in the comments, because there is a chance that I probably could have missed some of them. I don't know if I've hit them all. Of course, you know, there's quite a few locations, and a lot of them are not named in the game. That's the other thing, right? A lot of them are just not named, like we've seen with Sunny Steps, for example. So I could have missed some. I've been exploring this map for hours upon hours all day, and this is all I found so far. So again, please do let me know if I missed any in the comment section below. I did my best to try to be as thorough as possible. Again, if you enjoyed this video, if you liked it, be sure to drop it a like so more people can see it. Subscribe for more Fortnite and other gaming content, and I'll see you guys soon. Another one. Let me know how you guys are enjoying Chapter 3 in the comment section below. And until the next one, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.